Hello everyone, my name is Kaylee and I am an INFJ 9 Wing 1. Today we are going to be talking about taking control of your life and finding true peace and all of these big ideas that I'm going to explain. Before we get into the video, make sure you check out the link in the description box below to go to my website. I do Enneagram coaching. I'd love to talk to you, connect with you, and help you kind of figure out things about yourself and about the Enneagram. Also, check out my Instagram. I frequently post polls where you guys can help decide what kind of content you would like to see. Make sure you subscribe to become a part of the family and stick around to see some more videos soon. All right, let's get into it. Okay, I would say a big thing of taking control of your life, pulling the reins in on your life and making it your own as a 9 is deciding you are not going to settle for outside comfort instead of gaining inward peace. Okay? As a 9, you're always kind of searching for this inner peace. You're looking to make sure that everything inside is calm and everything is fine and life is good. We can go on our merry little way. Don't settle for outside comfort as a replacement for inward peace. Not having that argument with your friend or your spouse or your family because it would be uncomfortable, but that leaves you with this inner turmoil, that is settling for outside comfort over inner peace. My dad has said this to me a million times and I think it is great. It is 30 seconds of bravery can save you from a lifetime of problems. Okay? So 30 seconds of bravery can save you from a lifetime of problems, and think about how that could be true in your own life, and think about some of the problems that you've had in your own life that have caused you the biggest emotional upsets. Could that have been prevented by 30 seconds of bravery? You're going on this random date with somebody and you didn't really want to go and they don't really interest you and you feel really awkward the whole time, but you told your friend, sure, I guess I'll go, because they kept asking you. 30 seconds of bravery telling them, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to. I'm not interested. That could save you from the whole evening being painful, uncomfortable, unwanted, So 30 seconds of bravery, going up to somebody and saying, look, you need to stop. You can't keep picking on these other people. And using that 8 energy, using that healthy 6, that 3 energy, that 1 wing, you have a council of numbers, using the strength that comes from those numbers and the fact that you're in the doing group yourself, using that, you can save yourself and other people problems, because you are called a peacemaker. But a lot of times it's easy for us 9s to slip into peacekeeping. And peacekeeping and peacemaking is very different. Peacekeeping is passive, whereas peacemaking is very active, okay? So peacemaking is going to be where you go up and you have that confrontation. But confrontation does not always mean bad. Confrontation oftentimes results in alleviation of problems, okay? So if you are looking to find inward peace along with external comfort, confrontation might be the exact solution for your problems, okay? So this doesn't mean go out and fight everybody that you see, but this does mean when you have a problem and your internal peace is being disrupted in your life, you feel like your life is in shambles and you're running down the chocolate river and you're just going to implode. You have the option, the ability, and some would even say the obligation to speak up on that and make these sort of issues known, okay? Taking initiative can be a big thing for 9s. I know this is true for myself. Taking initiative, if I take initiative on something, it's because I really want to do it, okay? You know how often I eat oatmeal because I would rather not cook a meal because I don't want to take initiative to cook that meal. I'd rather just eat one big bowl of oatmeal every day. That is not wise. That is not wisdom. Even though eating is something that provides external comfort, although I enjoy cooking, fixing a meal and taking the time to do that and then washing the dishes and putting everything away and getting everything out, that inhibits my physical comfort. My external comfort is bothered by that. But after my one big bowl of oatmeal every day, I sit in bed and I think like, I literally have a certificate in nutrition. Shouldn't I be eating more vegetables? Sacrificing later for right now is most of the time gonna get you in trouble and is gonna cause you more problems in the future. It's really about intentionality. Okay, that's literally all it is intentionality. Because I believe you are a smart, rational person who has a brain in your head, and you can work through what is going to happen if you choose option A or you choose option B, what's going to happen down the road. So you need to just use a little bit of intentionality when it comes to this conflict situation where you are feeling this fear of loss, this fear of separation, and understanding that you have the ability to be independent, to be strong, and you are capable, okay? Just because you don't practice those things in your everyday life, if you don't practice strength and independence and capability, if you're not practicing that, then you're probably not going to see it. But when you practice it, you'll see it in your life. So knowing that you're capable of it, just like you're capable of lifting like a 200-pound weights over your head. I can't do that right now, but if I practiced enough, I could. So if you're struggling right now to find your passion in life, you're feeling empty, you're feeling like your life has no purpose, and what do you even contribute? You know, you're feeling these kinds of feelings, or just like, I'm bored all the time, I don't like anything, all I do is watch TikTok, all I do is scroll on Facebook, all I do is learn about the Enneagram right now. What do I actually care about? What's important to me? Okay, you're having these kinds of thoughts. Actually search for answers. Because there's a difference between always asking a question and always looking for answers, okay? So that's a big thing. Start looking for answers, not just asking the question. Because when you ask a question, I can say like, why is my room a mess? Why is there laundry on the floor? But if I keep asking that question over and over again without really searching for the answer, I'm just asking, why is there laundry on the floor? And I'm never looking for the reason why. I'm just asking it. And then the more I ask it, the more I focus on it. And I'm focusing, why is there laundry on the floor? Why is there? Why? Where is it coming from? But when you start asking for an actual answer and you start searching for the answer instead of just asking the question, you might be able to find the answer. And don't be surprised when you find the answer. Asking, what do I care about? What do I like doing? Don't just start checking things off the list. No, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. Don't like doing that. No. Okay, don't just do that. It's very easy to do that. It's very easy for me to do that. But that is not going to get you the result you want. You are a doing type. You need to try it. And I think as a 9 for me, it takes a lot of convincing to do something if I think it is not going to be successful. If I think this is going to be a waste of my time, my energy, and my resources, I would really rather not. No thank you. I'm good. I do not want to do it. Count me out. But when it comes to something as important as, finding fulfillment in life, something that adds a lot to being alive, adds a lot to everyday life. When it comes to that kind of thing, you need to actually start practicing those things. Do you like doing puzzles? Do you like kayaking? Do you like riding a bike? Do you like cooking? Do you like sewing? Do you like making videos? Do you like writing? Do you like journaling, waking up early, meditating, doing yoga, doing different kinds of exercises, going to group classes, doing online classes? studying, reading, hiking, walking, running, jogging, swimming, collecting stamps, collecting comic books, learning about cars, driving cars, working on cars. Do you want to be a part of the homeowners association? Do you like volunteering? Do you volunteer at a homeless shelter? Do you volunteer for AA? Do you volunteer for your church? Do you teach a class? Do you like comedy? Do you want to be a part of a comedy club? Do you like singing? Do you like karaoke? Have you ever been to a karaoke bar? Do you like going out with your friends? Any of these things. Do you like doing these things? That is a long list, and there are so many other things. There are a lot of things, okay? There's a big world out there. Pick one. That's it. Pick one. Because as a 9, it's easy to sit in our bubble and look down at the other types and go, well, they like this and they like that. And oh my goodness, I'm so open-minded because I can see all the different reasons why people like all the different things, but I don't like anything. Okay, that is easy. That's easy for me, and I'm sure that is easy for you. So you go, well, I found this thing that I do like, so I'm gonna stick with this. Okay, I think a big reason why 9s are creatures of habit, at least in myself, one reason why I am a creature of habit is because I become a little bit afraid that if I don't have this thing that I do enjoy and it's gone, I am not going to be able to replace it with something else that I enjoy. That this is the only thing that I can enjoy. This is it. So why am I going to look for something else? Because I like tea. Okay, do you want coffee? But I like tea. Well, do you want to try? Sure, I'll try coffee, but I'm going to drink tea every day because I like tea. And, then you try the coffee and you're like, oh, I like coffee too. I haven't tried it ever until now, but maybe I should have before. So if you go, well, I like surfing. I already have a hobby. I care about surfing. I don't need to do anything else. Well, if you like surfing, why don't you try other things? Even if you are a 9 and you have things in your life that you do care about already, why don't you try to add more to your life? Initiative, external comfort. That's probably why, because it's hard to take initiative and it's hard to push that external comfort. If you can be your own boss, have self-control and say, I'm in charge of myself. Not only does that mean I can eat dessert whenever I want to, it also means I tell myself no whenever I want to as well. Okay? So when you have something you do care about, that doesn't mean you need to stop. Okay, look at 7s. They're the enthusiast and they want to sample every little bit of life. And I think 9s can be similar to 7 sometimes, but that aspect, not so much, okay? Work on that aspect of sampling a little bit more. Yes, it is more work to go and find out and learn what you do care about. It is a little bit more work to say, I do like surfing, but I might like paddleboarding. I can try that too. It's similar. Well, I have to go find a paddle I can use. That's gonna be a little bit of work. Maybe I shouldn't do it. But what if you really enjoy it? Okay, I really like sewing, and I left my sewing machine in the box for like 6 months because I was like, I don't really want to have to learn how to use it. I don't really want to have to no thank you. That's gonna be a lot of work to put it together. You know what I learned from that? It took me 15 minutes to figure out how to use it, and I lost 6 months of enjoyment. I wasted 6 months not learning how to do this thing that I actually really enjoy doing because I didn't want to put in the work that was equivalent to 15 minutes. What things in your life are only 15 minutes away? Okay, what is 15 minutes away for you? You have any of those things that I listed. How long does it take to go to Walmart and get a puzzle? How long does it take to cook a meal or make a new dessert? How long does it take to submit an application online to start volunteering somewhere? How long does that take? I would say most things it's gonna take you less than 15 minutes. And you know how much it could add to your life? A lot. It can add enjoyment that crazy little thing that us nines can tend to avoid. I think it's easy for us to avoid things that are enjoyable because we think too much work. I don't really like doing that anyways, even though I might not have ever tried it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of work and no thanks. Or it's going to take up too much of my time. Your time is very important and your time is very valuable. So don't just waste it, but you can try new and different things, okay? Adding these layers to your life will give you something to enjoy, something to wake up and want to do. I know for nines at a really low point, you can kind of have this thought process, like, my life is not enjoyable. I don't really like my life. Why would I want to try to become more and more aware of it? Why would I want to become more and more aware of something that is making me miserable? Okay, why do I want to pay attention to this life that betrays me? Why do I want to do that? And understanding this could change your life. Okay, understanding this could change your life, and I know it's changed mine. One reason why your life might be unenjoyable and might be so mundane and boring and you're not enjoying it could be because you are asleep. Okay, if you had some kind of traumatic event happen and it was a lot to deal with, it completely took away all of that internal peace. It stripped it clean. You no longer have internal peace. You are shutting down. You're an airplane spiraling out of control, and you just, okay, I'm down for the count. And then you just kind of stay that way for a while. And I mean, you bounce back enough that you're functioning and you're doing stuff and you're able to, complete your 9 to 5, your tasks, but you're not going to be searching for anything that is fulfilling in life because it's hard. It's hard to be disappointed over and over again because that long list of things I mentioned, you're not going to enjoy all of those. You're not. So you're going to have to put up with a few things that you don't really enjoy. A couple 15 minutes that you didn't really like. But what is that in the grand scheme of things? What is that? I mean, what else were you going to do today? What else were you gonna do? I mean, what else? So might as well put a little bit of work into it, because a lot of times when you find yourself lying in that valley and it's just, what is even the point? Why would I even want to go on? I wish I could just quit everything. I wish I could just be done. I wish this was over with. This is miserable. I've had enough. I've been through so much. That kind of empty, hopeless, helpless feeling, that if you've been down in that valley for a long time, I'm sure a major contributor to that feeling is because you haven't climbed out. Okay? Because you haven't climbed out of that valley. You get knocked into that valley because you had a family member die, you had someone that you were really close to, you had a separation in that relationship, you lost your job, you don't know what you're gonna do with school, maybe a pet died, it doesn't have to be big things. It could just be, I just have been sad. I just have been lonely. I don't have friends. I don't really know what I care about. These things can knock you into a valley. Now you're feeling empty in this valley and you're here for a while and you think there's no point of climbing out because I'm gonna feel just as awful when I get out of this valley as I do in the valley. That I would beg to be a lie, sir. I would beg that to be a lie, because when you're at that lowest point, you're not going to be thinking clearly. You're not, because you're in pain. You're in pain. You're not going to be thinking in a clear, rational, precise way. At least I'm not, okay? So when you're in this dark, dark valley, just decide, I'm not going to listen to that voice. I'm not. I'm done. I'm not going to. I've been listening to that voice and I'm still miserable. Look at that. I've been doing this and I'm still miserable. I should probably do something different, even if I don't want to, because it seems like it would be more miserable to try and to be disappointed than it would be to just lie here and play dead. Okay, what if it did work? Okay, what if it did work? 9s, you're in the optimistic group. 7s, 9s, and 2 are the optimist. I think I explained this in a video before though, where kind of the optimism of 9s is, instead of saying, yes, everything is good, I see how everything is good because look, life is great. Instead of seeing how life is so amazing, they see the good and the bad and they say, it's all relative and it's not good and bad, it's these things and those things, and everything's fine because there's no good and bad, I just bounce between these things and those things. Well, you might say that, you might preach that to yourself, but you're experiencing good and you're experiencing bad. And when you're at this really low place, you're probably experiencing bad. So acknowledge that this is bad. This is something you don't like. And then decide, I'm going to crawl out of it, even though I think it might not work, because what if it does? Use that little bit of optimism. What if it does work? Wouldn't it be so nice to feel complete again? Wouldn't it feel so nice to be trusting of other people? Wouldn't it be nice to have these good, deep relationships? Wouldn't it be nice to have hobbies that I go and I go out every week and I have a group of people and we all do these things together, and wouldn't that be nice? Okay, why don't I try it? So this was all kind of ramblings. I hope that I didn't bore you or lose you. I'm going to be surprised if there's even more of 10 of you that have stayed to the end of this video. But these are just some thoughts, some ideas, and some things that I have recognized and noticed within my 9s that I love you guys. I feel your pain. I am one of you. This is, these are all things that I continue to work through in my everyday life, and that's what life is. It's a continuation. You keep doing it every day, but you know, it gets easier and you start to enjoy it more and more. Okay, so it's not just going to be a struggle forever. You'll find some days you really enjoy them, and then you'll have more and more of these days. So I look forward to seeing you guys in another video soon. Make sure you like and you subscribe, leave a comment, join the family, and I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye.